going through the memories, I was trying to find my strongest one, and it's not surprising to me that it's a really small one. But that was, I think, part of what was so amazing about him was he had this mastery of small things. And he really was a grandson's grandpa. I mean, he was a boy's grandpa.
Yeah.
You all have your reasons for thinking he was a fine man, but I like to think that we know the real reasons. They're nothing grand, although he was a war hero and a master fisherman. But I don't know how many of you know that he could shatter your marbles. He could break your marbles. That's not hyperbole. You had it placed just right, and he could cock that strange thumb that he had and fire it like a .22. Pretty amazing. But I was in the square one time when I came here when I was 7 years old, and I think we all came when we were about that age. And you got Tennessee overload. Coming from California, we thought we knew what was kind of an interesting place. And then you come here, and particularly to a boy, you find thousands of appealing things. And I was in the square here, and I came across a June bug, and I had never seen one before. And when you're 7, a June bug is about as big as your fist. And there's a lot of conflicting things going on in you because it's probably the most fantastic bug you've ever seen in your life. And if you're 7 and you're a boy, bugs are a part of your life. But it's so big that it could maybe take your finger off. It might be poisonous, you don't know. But luckily I was with my chaperone in Tennessee life, Grandpa. He said, I said, what is that? That's this crazy thing. He said, well, it's a June bug, obviously. And he picked it up, and I didn't know what he was going to do with it. I thought he might, maybe he should kill it instantly because it was going to kill half of the Lynchburg, But he took it, and I looked away for a second. I don't remember this part. And he said, well, hey, look at that, this is how we're going to go. And he had it on a piece of thread. And he handed it to me. And all of a sudden, June bug, amazing though it be, I had a June bug kite, which is factors more cool. So, and then I realized later, now that I think about that is also, not only is that an amazing thing to do with a June bug, it's a beautiful thing to do in general, but it's also the most practical way to keep a June bug as a pet. It really is. You don't, you can have its liberty, but you have your possession. And that, I think, was one of Grandpa's great tricks in life, and I think it's something that I wish were a little bit more exportable, or maybe a little bit more available to everyone. He had kind of a practical magic. He could take something kind of homely and give it just that amount of shine to really make it sing. And I hope that's something that I have. I know I'm not anywhere near the level that he was at that time, but I know something that comes with time, and hopefully I've got something in the blood that'll help me.